Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Mortar Combat 99. Thanks for the suggestion, Mortar Combat. You asked, why are bricks red? A classic question. You've seen red bricks your whole life on houses, sidewalks, pizza ovens, maybe even in video games. But why red? Why not green? Or neon pink? Or zebra striped with glitter? There's gotta be a reason, right? Let's dig in, metaphorically. No need for hard hats. Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the basics. What are bricks even made of? Bricks are mostly made from clay, which is just fancy dirt. Not the stuff from your backyard that smells like worms, but a special kind of dirt rich in minerals, especially one in particular, iron. And here's where it gets spicy, because iron is the key to our color mystery. Raw clay can be gray, brown, or even yellowish. But when it has a lot of iron in it, and you stick it in a super hot oven, aka a kiln, some serious chemistry starts happening. So here's the deal. The iron in the clay reacts with oxygen when it's heated. That reaction forms iron oxide. You know it as rust. Yup, same stuff that ruins your bike when you leave it out in the rain. And rust, as we all know, is red, or reddish-brown. So when you bake iron-rich clay at around 1,000 degrees Celsius, which is roughly, why did I agree to do pottery in this heat, on the pain scale, the whole brick turns that signature red-orange color. Bricks are rusted, dirt, beautiful, organized, rectangular dirt rust. If you're wondering if they can make them into other colors, in theory, yes, you can make bricks in other colors, but it depends on two things: the type of clay you're using and the temperature you bake it at. For example, bricks made from clay with less iron and more lime might turn out yellow or white. Add some manganese, you get darker brown or black bricks. But those are the exceptions. The classic, cheap, abundant clay. It's iron-heavy and ready to rust. That's why red is the default. It's not that people chose red for aesthetic reasons. It's just what happened when ancient humans baked the dirt under their feet. Prehistoric HGTV. Let's rewind for a second. Humans have been using bricks for thousands of years. We're talking ancient Mesopotamia. But back then, a lot of bricks were sun-dried, not fired. That meant they were kind of beige and crumbly, like a graham cracker left out in the rain. It wasn't until people started cooking bricks in kilns that things got interesting and red. Once they noticed that cooked bricks were stronger and turned that pretty warm color, it caught on like wildfire. Literally. The red brick became a kind of ancient trend, like hot girl summer, but for walls. But why are they everywhere? Simple, because they're cheap, strong, and easy to make. In places like the US, Europe, and parts of Asia, red clay is everywhere. Why go hunting for exotic clay when there's a giant pile of red dirt right outside the city limits? So for centuries, people just scooped it up, squished it into molds, cooked it, and boom, housing. That's why older cities like London, Boston, or basically anywhere with a cobblestone road and bad parking are loaded with red brick buildings. It's not nostalgia, it's geology. Can you change the shade of red? The final color of a brick depends on a few nerdy variables. First, iron content. More iron, more rust, more red. Second, firing temperature. Low temps might give you soft pinks. High temps, deep reds or purples. Third, oxygen levels in the kiln. Too little oxygen, and the bricks might turn brown or even bluish, like a sad brick or a hipster brick. But again, most manufacturers aren't going for a brick fashion show. They want functional, affordable, sturdy blocks to stack into stuff. Red just wins by default. Just to clear something up, no, bricks are not red because of Lego. If anything, Lego bricks are red because real bricks were already iconic in that color. Lego just said, let's copy the thing people already use to build stuff. It's like the circle of brick life. Let's bring it home. Bricks are red because the clay they're made from has a bunch of iron in it. When you fire that clay in a kiln, the iron rusts. Rust is red. Humans saw that and said, nice, let's build a castle. And that, my friends, is how dirt, fire, and a little oxidation turned into the world's most iconic building material. So next time you walk past a red brick wall, take a second to appreciate it. You're basically looking at rusted dirt that survived a 1,000-degree oven just to keep your pizza place standing. If you learned something new about these resilient piece of building material, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe thank a brick. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.